Yo, welcome back. This is Stu42 with another Minecraft video. So the Tinker's Table saga continues. I've decided to again put it off just because we're finding it so hard to get that magma cream and all the bits and pieces we need for that. So I thought I'd do a bit more with Embers, seeing as I've discovered a few more things that you can potentially do. Namely these clockwork items here. So the blazing ray sounds pretty cool. We've got this Clockwork Axe, which sounds cool, the Clockwork Pickaxe. Either way, we're going to need quite a bit of dawnstone, which we have a little bit of. We're probably going to need, you know what, let's do it this way instead. The raw ingots, because I'm not sure. We've got plenty more to make, but we'll do it with ingots. So what are we going to need? We're going to need ourselves more plates. We're going to need ourselves some of these ember things. What did I really want? The pick. So the pick... Now the pick I think I can make already. Oh, typical. That one. So 1 stick, 1 iron, 3 dawnstone. Awesome, so we can get the Clockwork Pickaxe, that's pretty cool. We can also get the... Oh no, we can't get that. We're going to need a copper plate as well as dawnstone plates. We're going to need... Wow, okay, so that's probably going to be a little way off, although the Grand Hammer, I think, does a similar thing to the Tinker's Hammer. Anyway, so I wouldn't mind making the axe, I wouldn't mind making the hammer if we can. Definitely make the blazing ray, so we're going to need an extra 1 dawnstone plate to 3 dawnstone plates. Alright, so we're going to need an extra 3 dawnstone plates, and the rest are going to be ingots. We're going to need a copper plate and just dawnstone ingots. So let's grab another copper for the copper plate, and we'll run across to our little area. Cool, so we're going to need to make dawnstone first of all, which means we're going to rejig this to be like that. That is a... what is in there? Plate stamp. Alright, so let's leave the plate stamp out for a bit. We're going to need to do bars and plates, and we're going to need to make a ton of dawnstone. So, forget the hammer as per usual. There it is. So I've started keeping all the hammers and bits and pieces over here because it's just so much easier to go shift click, shift click, and right click. Those are still burning, so let's... Oh, Synth is now sleeping. Wow, he's managed to get himself a bed. Interesting. Okay, so we want the copper in there, and that in there, and then we need to turn those on. I'm unsure how much is left in here. That gauge never seems to work, so I'm just kind of giving up on it. This thing here is now... So that's on. That's on. This is now getting... Oh, so we're already getting molten gold through. So this should be liquid molten gold. Why is that just being gold? This is melting copper. You know what I've done wrong? That is supposed to go into the bottom. Now we're getting molten dawnstone. So how much is in here? 720. Alright, so we're going to have to... Right, we're going to have to do a bit of trickiness to get this out. So we're going to need to do the bar stamp until no more gold is left. And one more. Okay, one more now. And then take the plate off. Yay! Now we're getting on stone. So let's grab the gold back out of there. We're going to need to pump it back into, was this the gold side? Yes, pump it back into the gold side. Finally getting some dawnstone. Now, how many plates did I say I need? I've actually got 6 plates already, which I may not need any more, because I need 1, 2 for that, 3, 4 for that. Yeah, okay, so I've got enough plates already. We just need a bunch of ingots. So let's go for the bar stamp and get a ton of these. So that's empty. That's still got a bit of gold to go because we had to redo 4 of it. Okay, so the other things, while that's cooking away, what we're also going to need is we're going to need this thing called a copper cell, from what I understand. Now, this thing should let us recharge. Oh, maybe it's the copper charger. It's one of the two. We'll make both anyway. It might be the copper charger. And then we're going to need to make this thing here, the mantle cartridge. So that's going to need another copper plate. So that's actually 2 copper plates we're going to need. So I'm going to need to run away and get another copper. Alright, so I will run away. I'll make sure that this finishes all the dawnstone that we've got in there. I might need to refeed this and rejig some stuff. We'll also make some copper plates, and we'll come back with all these items when we're ready and see what we can do about getting these clockwork things working. So, see you in just a bit. Okay, we got a bunch of stuff now. I've managed to make myself the blazing ray already. So we've got the Clockwork Pickaxe. What else do we need? We want this Clockwork Axe, which is... if we right click on there, Clockwork Axe is... Yep, so we've got all the pieces for the axe. And then we've got the pick already. The main thing we want to make is this mantle cartridge. Now, a copper plate, ember crystal, 2 iron, and some glass. Now, we do have some black glass in storage. There we go. Grab 3 of those. Going to go for the big mantle cartridge. Why not? So we get one of those. The other thing we're going to need is the copper charger that we're going to need. We are missing another copper plate. That's annoying. So we want that to be on, that to be on. Copper plate, so copper in there. I think that's already got a plate on it, yep. Now, I reckon there was... there we go. Come on. Chunk. And 1 copper plate. Fantastic. I really need to move one of these over to the other side. So, anyway, copper charger. Now we have all the items. Cool, let's do that. Now we might even have enough for the grand hammer. Dawnstone, so that needs 18. Yeah, we do. You know what? I'm going to make one just to see what it does. Oh, and we've even got space for it. Cool, so that's pretty much every weapon we can think of. Well, everything we can think of. I mean, there is this Dawnstone sword, but I'm honestly not sure... No, disabled. That answers that question. So I'm not entirely sure what this thing is, but I am going to put down the copper charger. Oh no, let's just throw it there. We can break that receptor off and put it there. We need to shift right click and right click. That's already on. Now we may need to top this up. Let's just throw the shards in. Cool, and now I presume we throw this on top. Yeah, okay, so it's charging. Mantle cartridge, look, you see a little bar graph there on the bottom of it. That doesn't look like it's going to take too long to charge up. And it holds 6,000, so we may need to chuck some more chuck some more of this in there. You know what, let's just chuck a whole crystal in. So in the interest of keeping this quick, let's grab that back out. I think we need to have this in our offhand, and then we can have our pick there. I really want to try out this gun thing. That sounds really awesome. Grand hammer, axe, Clockwork Axe, grand hammer, cool. So let's go for the blazing ray. Oh, how good is that? Where's an enemy? Creeper, you'll do. Ha! That is awesome. Oops. Oops. Okay, so he's going to hit my cows and stuff, and I don't really want that to happen right now. So let's go and have a look at what it does underground. The Clockwork pick doesn't seem to be using a lot of power either. So I wonder what level this pick is at. Right, so it's pretty fast, which is pretty cool as well. What else have we got to do? The Clockwork grand hammer. Doesn't seem to do much. I wonder if it's just for attack. Might just be for attack. I was pretty sure one of these could do like a really... Yes, that's just destroying stuff as well, not actually... Alright, well I can harvest this stuff pretty quickly. Alright, so I'll have to figure out the hammer still. It might just be a weapon. But I thought there was going to be one that let you do like the old Tinker's hammer, where you do sort of a 3x3, or even more in this case. All I need is synth to sleep through the night. That would actually help me a lot. Huh. Okay, I am really liking this. That is awesome, and it's kind of instant too, which is fantastic. Oh, come on, I just want to get up there. Now I did manage to find some slime trees, which is really good, so let's try the axe. Okay, it doesn't seem to work too well for them. Yes, I'm not sure. Hammer? Yeah, so the hammer does sort of things. Ah, there he goes. Yeah, alright, that's pretty cool. So what I might do is I'm just going to duck away one last time, do a quick bit of research to see if this is actually how they should be behaving. I mean, I'm very happy with the pickaxe and the blazing ray. The blazing ray should make life so much easier trying to get the blazes and the powders and the bits and pieces that we need for that. So let's just throw some of this stuff back in here. Diorite. Here, I've got this stuff here. Put the slime in there for now. That'll do. Alright, so I'll be back in just a moment. I'm just going to do a quick bit of research and we'll see how these things go. I'll be back to confirm whether or not I remembered correctly or not, because this may not, this may not be what to do, but so far, yeah, axe, chops trees, does what it says on the tin. The grand hammer is the one that I was a bit more worried about. Anyway, I'll see you back here in just a moment. Alrighty, so I've discovered what these things do. Also, I've found that the mental cartridge can only be used in your offhand slot, but you might have noticed that there is also this mental jar. Holds 1/6 the amount of power, but you can use it anywhere in your inventory, so I might actually make a couple of those as well. There is the cinder staff, which I found out does throw fireballs. I'm not sure how useful that'll be. Maybe they're really strong fireballs. At the moment, I'm pretty happy with the blazing ray. But one of the things I have discovered is with the normal pickaxe, you can right click and it's fast. Like, it is mining everything and it's doing more than the hammer. And it looks to be picking up everything. So if we put one of those down. Okay, so we've got tin, magnetite, and geothite. Right click. More tin, more geothite, and magnetite. Yeah, so it's mining everything, which is fantastic. I need to go and find find myself some diamonds or some obsidian. Oh, some obsidian. Okay, we need to go and test this on obsidian. Anyway, the other thing we found is the Clockwork Axe. Again, right-click does an AoE with the Clockwork Axe, which means you can mine whole trees and things like that. Would be fantastic. This is losing my way. And the Grand Hammer is just a weapon, but there is a big AoE on it if you click the right mouse button as well. So let's just go for the pickaxe here. Ha! Wow. Okay, so that is now going to be my new favorite thing for... Well, it takes quite a long time with left click. A bit faster than the other one, but right click is just insane. And how much power have we used? Hardly anything. Wow, this is going to make mining so ridiculously fast. I can just run through areas. Oh, it's got a recharge. But still. Oh, here we go. Here's something that needs... Yeah, see, that'll work as well. That's normally an iron level thing to mine. And we're picking it up, not a problem. So yeah, it's about 5 seconds. Maybe less, maybe 3 or 4 seconds in between being able to use it again. But still, I am super happy with this as a weapon. That's awesome. So the only thing I really wanted to do is jump back out. I do want to try this axe first. Maybe slam something with the Grand Hammer. Let's just zoom in my map a bit. Cool, so no more making reinforced stone, no more doing any of that stuff. We just got to keep finding embers, which means I'm going to have to find another ember chunk to start mining out. And then we can just power this with that, although this mantle cartridge is lasting quite a long time. I'm guessing you could just have another one in your inventory and swap them over when you get full, so as long as one's in your offhand. Okay, so here we go, right click. Holy moly. Right, so that is sort of crazy. How high up does that go? Right, so it doesn't quite go all the way up. So the AoE must be insanely big, like a massive area. In fact, I've got power for this now, so I don't even need to. So I reckon if you hit up about there, you'd probably get a lot of the trees. Either way, that is fantastic. I can do stuff so much faster now. And that right click is so unbelievably quick. Even the left click's pretty fast. Look, I've just harvested all of those and we've lost maybe 200, maybe 300 off our power level. Fantastic stuff. And that's given us 17 saplings, nearly 2 stacks of wood, couple of apples. I mean, there are some saplings that I haven't been and gotten. Oh, here we go. AoE time. Right click. Right, so it's still going to take a bit of recharge time in between. But still, if you've been faced lots of enemies, that's going to be pretty good. I'm going to have to try that out in the nether. Hopefully we'll be good there. Anyway, I think that is another fairly successful episode for us. Much better weapons. Man, they might even make Tinkers sort of obsolete. I'm not sure. You know, Tinkers is obviously good to get, and there are some interesting things with it, but with these things here, I mean, why would you need it unless these things can't mine some of the higher end stuff that you need to mine? But I guess we'll see that in future episodes. Anyway, for now, that is all from me. As always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.